Hey you want a quick way to develop leukemia? Well, take a look at this. You feeling it? Feeling it fester inside of you?
Mobile app games from YouTube ads, or mobile ad games as I like to call them, have been haunting our screens for the past year or two, maybe 3 at this point. You know the ones, they show basic gameplay with the person playing so bad you swear they must be from the medieval era that never saw a video game in their life. They either play really bad music that they probably don't even have the license to, or text-to-speech talking about how great the game is. And apparently these ads work because look at the download numbers for any of these games and oh my word! Why? Why? Are so many people looking at this and going, ah, garbage, exactly what I was looking for? Well, in the end, morbid curiosity got the best of me, so I decided to download some of them to see what they were really like. Are they as bad as they look?
Yes.
Well, the first one I have here is called Join and Clash. Your guy runs forward and you have to make contact with the other fellows to get them to join you, and when you reach the end of the level, you beat the crap out of the opposing people and throw out the king as your men do this little knockoff Fortnite dance. And as far as I know it, that's really it. I didn't really bother playing more than 10 minutes of this game because, you know, the more I played, the closer death got. So I put it down after like 5 levels. There was this one segment where you had to defend your stronghold by blowing others up. Don't know why I brought it up as it changes nothing of the overall value or quality of this game. Also the ads, oh my word, the ads. They're everywhere. Every time you start a level, ad. Beat a level, ad. Get a reward, ad. You also have the option to watch more ads if you want to earn more coins for shops. And I didn't want to sit through 15 seconds of more crap mobile games, so I skipped it and it played an ad anyway. Why even give me the choice? That's all this game really is, basic and easy, with the only goal is to shove down as many ads down your throat as humanly possible. And I'll just go ahead and say now that that's what the rest of these games are. Simply advertising fodder to give as much money from these advertisers as humanly possible. With that, I could end the video right now.
Please, end my suffering!
But I also played those other mobile games, so dang it, I'm gonna talk about them. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next game, Water Sort Puzzle. You sort the colors of the water to match each other. That's it, you could probably guess enough from the title alone. What you see is what you get, and honestly, you know, it's not that bad. It can be quite addicting even, but I have really nothing to say here. I will say though, this color sorting game probably has the most variations out there. There are so many, some downright identical, using the same sound effects and everything. I don't even know which one is the original one, if the one I'm playing is the original one. I guess this game just really grabs people's attention. I don't know why, it's just sorting colors. Moving on to the next game, this one is called Save Them All.
Why should I?
You draw lines to stop dangerous objects from destroying this Muppet reject. Honestly, it's not a bad idea for a game. I can see potential for making some unique puzzles, but once again, I didn't really bother playing long enough to find out because, you know, one, the ads everywhere, and dang it, I got better things to do than watch a dozen of these things just to get to the next level. Besides, I found it more entertaining just to let the man get hurt. Funny thing is as well, while playing this game, I got an ad for like a word puzzle game, and I ended up getting distracted and just played that for a bit. I love myself a good word puzzle game. Next up is Going Balls. I kind of had high hopes for this one, or at least as high as my hopes could get for playing a free-to-play mobile game with life-scarring ads. I love these ball rolling games, Monkey Ball, Marble Madness, Paper Ball, Marble It Up, etc. So how does this one stack up?
It doesn't.
You have to keep swiping your finger to get the ball to move, which is very annoying, and even then, the ball feels very stiff. There is no momentum, which is the main thing that makes these marble games fun to begin with. You move so very slowly, and while I didn't get very far, the levels I did play were very basic and had very little challenge. Also ads. Next up is Text or Die. It's a game where you're given a prompt and you must write a word that fits that prompt. The longer the word, the better you do. Interesting concept, and aside from the abundant ads, there's really nothing wrong with this game. Works fine enough. There is one thing. You see, it's a competitive game where you go up against people from around the world, but these people, name a school subject. It? Like IT? What? Are about as real as my desire to keep playing this game, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this next one here. It's actually, it's kind of disturbing. Like, these other mobile games were quite bad, but that's all they were. This one, it's like a barely disguised fetish as a game. Many of you probably already know what I'm talking about. It's called Body Race, and...
God, please forgive me. I didn't realize that this game was made by Satan.
What is this? I feel like I'm going to be blacklisted from the YouTube algorithm despite the fact that this is an advertisement on YouTube. YouTube allowed this to be shown. Basically, you have to try to get your character the right size by the time you make it to the end of the level. The closer to the right size, the quicker you can get to the reward. I feel disgusted explaining this. That's the whole game. You know, they didn't have to make it like this. There's plenty of other runner games that, like, why choose this as your concept? And what happens if you get too fat or too skinny?
Satan, I'm sorry. I should have known that not even you would be able to create a game this evil.
Although I do have to say, the girl knows how to bust a move. Well, I feel like I'm on some kind of watch list after playing that, so let's just stop before I start rethinking this whole life thing. And those are all the mobile ad games I played. Man, that was a trip. Remember when mobile games like Angry Birds, Cut the Rope, and Temple Run used to dominate the mobile market? Now, the App Store is filled with this garbage that just throws ad after ad in your face with no love or care put into the games themselves. You know what? Because I'm in desperate need of cleansing right now, how about I end off this video with an actual good mobile game I found a couple weeks ago. It's a puzzle game called Death Palette. You become trapped in this room with a girl in a painting, and she will request you to draw certain things, but they must be done in a certain way. If you fail the requirements, you die. To figure out the requirements, you must decipher the hints from the things she tells you, along with a log from the past victims. It's fairly simple, yet very fun and intriguing. The hints they give you are very vague. It might seem like nothing, but turn out to be a very cryptic way of saying don't give her the frickin' birdcage when she asks for an animal. You idiot! The art style is very appealing, and the story does have me engaged. It's fairly short. You can probably beat it in a few hours, but it really makes the most of it. There's also a bunch of unique deaths that you can go for unlocked, too. If you like seeing the main character in pain. Well, that's a nice note to end off of. Too bad YouTube won't stop shoving these awful ad games in my face, constantly reminding me that no matter what you do, life is ultimately meaningless. Well, that's all I really want to talk about with these games. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and have yourself a great day.